Hello everyone, welcome back to the 2018 Nova Scotia Provincial Volleyball Championships here at the Canada Game Centre live on TV1. I'm Rachel Lalani and it is time for the 14U boys semifinal matchup here. This is the DVC 14U blue team versus the Fusion 14U blue team. Both of these teams looking to claim this one so that they get into the gold medal match. And we just saw the Fusion team at 9 o'clock today on your screens, and they are back as they won that game and earned themselves a spot in this semifinal. Looks like we're going to get started right away here, and starting us off on the DVC side, this is number 26, Brost, with a jump serve. Passed up, set to the middle, free ball over, and that one is going to land out of bounds. Point going to DVC. Serving the ball once again, here's Brost. That ball's passed up. Set to the back row, and there's a big swing from the back row in McLeod. A dump over from DVC's setter. Another dump, and that one is going to score. DVC point. Brost with the serve, jump float, and it is a service ace. Jump float, that ball's passed up. Set to the right side, free ball over from Surrett. That ball set to the left, and there's a big swing. In fact, too big from McKenna there. That one's going to land outside the boundaries of the court. That's going to be a Fusion point. One serving three. Here is Bryden Surrett. That ball's passed up and over. A swing from the front row of Fusion, and that is going to score. Surrett with the serve, passed up by White. A tip from the left from McKenna. McKenna trying to save that back set, but that one just trickling off the fingers. Funny, double contact, Fusion serve. Bryden Surrett still serving. That ball's passed up by McKenna. Set to the back row, a big tug on it from the back row from Brost, trickling over the tape. Surrett with the save, but not enough to get it over. DVC point. Back to serve is Hallie. Spin serve. And a chase down from Fusion, but that spin serve is going to be a service ace for DVC. Back on the line to do it again is Hallie. Spin serve. Passed up, but no one there to get the second. Service ace. Spin serve, and that one is going to land out of bounds. Point Fusion. Heading back to serve here now for the Fusion squad. This is Jamie Doucette. That ball is passed up. Set behind, DVC trying to get a touch on it. But it is going to go into the net and not off the block, and that is going to be a 4 contacts called. Fusion serve. That ball is passed up, Set to the left. And a tip over from DVC's left side, White. White again, this time with a huge tug on the ball, and that one is gonna find the floor. DVC kill. Balthasson back to serve. And that ball's passed up. Set to the left, and two people wanting to hit that one. That is going to be a DVC point. Balthasson with the serve. It's passed up. Set over by Surrett. Recovered by DVC's defense. Free ball put deep down the line. A one-handed dig from Goodwin, and it's going to stay alive. That ball set to the left. A huge swing from the left side. A little too big from White. That one's going to land out of bounds. Point going to Fusion. Heading back to serve here now is Vincent Surrett. Service ace. Surrett with the jump float. Passed up and over, picked up by the hands of Surrett. He's going to push it from the back row. Set out to the left. There's White looking to tug on that one. Taking a little bit off, actually. A little too much off, that one going into the net. Fusion back to serve. All tied up at 8s here. Jump float. Passed up by White. A big save from DVC's setter. Set into the middle and hit out of bounds. And that is a heads-up play from the DVC setter, number 13, Haggerty. And you can see that his team is pumped up for him. Back to serve here now is McKenna. That one's going to land outside the boundaries of the court. Point going to Fusion. Serving the ball here is Amiro. That ball's passed up. Set to the left. And there is a swing into the pot that's going to score for Brost. And it looks like the captain is just going to get talked to on the Fusion side from the referee. Back on the service line, here is number 15. This is a left side hitter, White from DVC. That ball set to the left, swung over by Bryden Surrett, and it is going to be enough to be a kill. DVC not able to get that ball over. There's a big serve from McLeod. DVC getting a handle on it. Free ball put over deep into the court, picked up by Amiro. Surrett putting a free ball over, and it is guided out of bounds by White. A nice track there, DVC point. 11 serving 10 here. Back to serve for DVC. This is a number 13, Haggerty. And it's a service ace, and nicely placed serve. Haggerty back at the line again. Passed up by Surrett. And a swing from Surrett, and that is gonna score. Heading back to serve here now is Goodwin. (11 serving 12). White with the pass, set to the right side. A swing down the line, and that is going to score for Brost. And now heading back to serve is Brost. Jump float. And it is going to be a service ace. Brost back to serve. Jump float. Passed up into the net. A great save from Surette. But unfortunately, he crossed over the center line. So that's going to be a violation, and that's going to be a DVC point. Looks like we are going to get a timeout here from the Fusion side as DVC is in the lead of this semifinal match. Both teams are back on the court. DVC leading 15-11. Serving the ball here is Brost. And a chase down by Fusion, but that is a service ace. Brost with the serve. Jump float. Passed up. Dumped over, and it is a DVC block that is going to win that point. Balthasson with the block. DVC running away a little bit with it here now, 17-11. Brost still at the line serving. And it's a service ace just sneaking by the passing line. Serving again, here is Brost. That one's going to land outside the boundaries of the court. Point going to Deep Fusion. Serving the ball here is Bryden Surette. And that ball is going to land inside the court, DVC point. Back to serve here now is number 12. This is Hallie. And that pass made with the hands. A good pass, but unfortunately in this age category, that is not allowed. So that is going to be called as a double contact. Back to serve once again. Here is Hallie. Spin serve. Passed up. Surette with the set. Free ball over from Doucette. A nice set to the left side, free ball over. And a tip from Fusion picked up by the defense. White from the left going sharp cross, and that is going to score. DVC up past the 20 zone now, 21 serving 12. Speaking of 12, here is Hallie, number 12 for DVC with the serve. Spin serve. That one's gonna hit the top of the tape, not making it over. Is that ball Fusion point? Serving the ball here now, number 87, Jamie Doucette. And it's a big serve, and it is chased down by DVC, but not quite able to get there before it goes into the bench. Service ace for Fusion. Doucette back to serve again. And that ball's passed up. Set to the left. White with the swing cross court. It is dug up by Bryden Surratt. This time set to the right side, and a huge swing down the line. McKenna with some impressive wrist snap on that one. DVC point. 22 serving 14. Back to serve here is Balthasson. Float serve. Passed up and over and out of bounds. Service ace. Balthasson back to serve. That ball's passed up and over, received by the defense, sent out to the left. A big swing cross court from White, and that is going to score. 24-14, looking to close out this first set of the semifinal is DVC, and back to serve to do it is Balthasson. Spin serve, and that one's going to be short, trying to spin it to win it, but that is going to give a little bit of a life to the Fusion side. Serving the ball here now is their ringer, Vincent Surratt. And that's going to be a service ace. Surratt with the serve. White putting it up and over, swinging at that ball aggressively is McLeod, and he's going to get that point. Surratt back to serve again. And it is a service ace. This is the man to bring them back. 18-24 now. Let's see if he can keep it going. Vincent Surratt with the serve. And it looks like before he has a chance to do that, DVC is going to call a timeout to try and stop him. Both teams back on, and DVC is going to find a way to win it 25-18 in the first set. Don't go anywhere. Both teams are going to switch sides, and we'll be back for the second. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nova Scotia Provincial Volleyball Championship here at the Canada Game Centre. You are watching the 14U boys category, and it is a exciting semi-final match in front of you here between the DVC blue team and the Fusion team. DVC took the first set, but it's all squared up at zeros now, and we're going to get started right away here. Fusion with the serve, Doucette. Back row attack from Bros. Doucette with the one-handed dig, and it is tipped over. Set to the left, and there's a big swing down the line, and it is going to touch the line for DVC's hitter. That is Cox with the kill. Back to serve the ball here now is Cadden. And there's the big serve, passed up, and set over by Surrett. And there's a big block from the other Surrett, Bryden Surrett with the block on that one, Fusion point. And after that big block, he's gonna head back to serve. And a good try and a save there from Doucette, but that ball is going to score for DVC. Serving the ball here is Cox. Free ball over. And that ball's kept alive by the Fusion's one-arm defense. Brost with the swing, and it is going to land deep and out of bounds. That's going to be a Fusion point, all tied up at 2s. Back to serve here for Fusion. This is number 10, DeVoe. And it's passed up and saved. Free ball over from Brost. Picked up by Doucette. Brost swinging at it cross court. A nice tomahawk there from DeVoe. Free ball over. Brost picking it up. Free ball over from DVC. Surrett saving it and putting it over, and it looks like we are going to get a call from the referee. Unfortunately, that save did have a toe over the center line, which is not allowed here, so that is going to be a DVC point. Carew back to serve. And that one is going to hit the top of the tape, and unfortunately, one of his teammates' heads. Looks like he's all right, though. That's going to be a Fusion point. Tied up at 3s, back to serve. Here's Vincent Surrett. Jump float, passed up. Set out to the left. Swing down the line, picked up by the hands of Surrett. And a swing over the top of the tape recovered by DVC's defense. And now a big tug on that ball. First contact by Surrett. DeVoe chasing it down. But that's going to be a DVC point. Back to serve here now is Brost. Jump float. And it is a service ace. Brost back to serve again here for DVC. Jump float. Passed up by Surrett. Free ball over from him. First contact by Carew, set out to the left. White putting some spin on that from outside the court. Free ball over. And that free ball not quite making it over. Difficult angle up here, sure looked like it was, but referee sees it clearly, and that is not over, so it is going to be a DVC point, Brost. Jump float. That one's going to land just outside the boundaries of the court, Fusion point. 4 serving 6 here in the second set, and heading back to serve here is Warner. Spin serve out the side of the court as well. That's going to be a point for DVC. And heading back to the line, here is number 36, Lacroix. And there's a swing into the pot from Surrett, and dumping it over, but keeping it alive is Fusion. And a nice turn down the line. What a big swing there from Cox. DVC kill. Lacroix back to serve. That ball's passed up by DeVoe. Set over the net, trying to swing it. That one is number 53, Cox. Just turning that one out of bounds is he, and that's going to be a Fusion point. Back to serve is Doucette. Spin serve up and over. Free ball put over by Brost. Surrett with the free ball over. Brost with the dig, set out left. Swinging at it, almost getting it over the tape is Cox, but that one just landing on the top of the tape and back on his side. That's a Fusion point. Big serve there by Doucette. DVC keeping it alive, putting that free ball over. And that ball set in the middle. Surrett with the swing. Brost with the hand dig. A nice right side set there. from McCarthy, but that hit into the net. That is going to be a point for Fusion. Serving the ball here is Doucette. That one's going to land short on his side. Point going to DVC. 9 serving 7. Back on the line. Here is McCarthy. That ball trickles over the tape. Fusion getting a hand on it. It is blocked by Cadden. Fusion still keeping it alive. This time Cox putting it over on the first. Brost. That ball set to the left. Cox with the free ball pushed over Doucette. And that one is going to go off the hands of Doucette. The other Doucette, that is Alex. And that one's going to land out of bounds. Back on the line once again. Here is McCarthy. There's a big serve, passed up. But no one there to set it. That is going to be a DVC ace. McCarthy back to serve. And a nice dip, duck, and dodge there by number 42, Cohen Warner. Doing a little matrix on the court to get out of the way so that ball can sail out of bounds, and he'll get that point. Alex Doucette back to serve. That one's going to land just outside of the red paint, and that is going to be a point for DVC. Cadden back to serve here for the Dartmouth Volleyball Club. Float serve, passed up, set to the left, and swinging at it is Surrett. DVC with the free ball. Surrett on the left, hitting it down the line, and he is getting pumped up, and so is his Fusion teammates. Pretty excited for that awesome rally. After that sweet kill, the other Surrett, Bryden, is going to head back to serve. Brost with the pass. Set to the right. Cox trying to save it, but that ball just not quite timed for him, and that is going to be a point for Fusion. Surrett with the serve. Passed up and over. And we are going to get a contact call on that first one from DeVoe. A little bit of a double contact and carry on that DVC point. 13 serving 10. It's a close one here in the middle of this second set. Serving the ball is Cox. That ball is passed up, set to the left. Rolled deep to the court. Fusion trying to chase it down, but that is going to be a point for DVC. And it's a service ace for Cox. Looks like we've got a timeout called here. 15 serving 10. We'll be right back. Both teams back on the court here. 15 serving 10. DVC in the lead. And just a recap for you if you're joining us right now, DVC did take the first set. This is a semifinal matchup in the 14U boys category. These teams looking to get into the gold medal match. which will be against the Truro Tide team, as the other semifinal just finished on the other side of the curtain here at the Canada Game Centre. That ball is up. Free ball thrown over, and the referee agrees. It was thrown a little bit. That's going to be a carry call. Point going to DVC. Cox with the serve. Passed up by Surrett. He's going to get set in the middle. A nice touch on the block there from Lacroix. Doucette with the pass. It's set out to the left. A free ball over. Set to the left. Lacroix with the swing cross court, and that is going to score. A nice angle for the left side hitter there. DVC point. Surrett in the middle. Big dig from Brost, and a jump over. A clever play there from Carew, tricking the blocker. Back to service Cox. And that one's going to sail out of bounds. Point Fusion. There's a serve from DeVoe. Saved by DVC. Free ball's put over short. Fusion's going to put it over on 2. That ball set to the left. And that swing is going to go long for the DVC hitter, and that is going to be a point for Fusion. And DeVoe serving that one off the side. And back to serve here now. This is Carew. Float serve. It's passed up and over. Picked up by Carew. Dumped over by Surrett, and that is going to be a Fusion point. 13 serving 19. Surrett back to serve. Jump float, and it is passed up. Put over by Brost. Picked up by the hands of Surrett. And that ball dumped into the pot. Nice defense, but making sure that ball's going to go down. There's Jamie Doucette. A key force in the front row for them. Serving the ball, Vincent Surrett. And that ball's passed up by Cadden. Set out to the left, a swing cross court. Dug up by Surrett. Free ball over. That ball set to the left. Another swing cross court. The tomahawk dig and save. And DVC not sure who's going to take that second one. You could see one of the players calling help. But that confusion's going to be a point for Fusion. Surrett back to serve, bringing them closer into this second one. 15 serving 19. Jump float. Passed up. Set to the right. And a swing from the right, but there's the one-handed dig from Doucette that's going to do it for Fusion. We are going to see a timeout called here by the DVC 14U Blue coaching staff as Fusion is catching up. Both teams back on the court. 16 serving 19 now. Vincent Surratt back to serve again here. Jump float. Passed up. Set to the left. A free ball over down the line. Picked up by Fusion's defense. And a great attempted save there from Fusion's Doucette. But that is going to be a DVC point. And that is going to put them into the 20 zone. Back to serve here now is Brost. Jump float. Surratt with the pass. DeVoe with the tomahawk set. Free ball over. And a good hands there. A good try on defense from Cadden, but too much heat to handle from Doucette. Back to serve here now for Fusion. This is Warner. Spin serve, passed up and over the top of the passer's head. It's a service ace. Warner with the serve. That ball set up to the right. Free ball over from Lacroix. This time that ball set to the left. And it looks like we're going to get a little bit of a reach over top of the net there called on the Fusion side. Jamie Doucette being a little too aggressive on that one. He's going to get called on that, and that is going to be a DVC point. Serving the ball here is Lacroix. That ball set up, free ball over. And a swing into the top of the tape by Brost is going to award Fusion that point. There's a big serve from Doucette. DVC chasing it down, but putting it a little bit too far. That's going to be a point for Fusion as they climb back into this one. 20-21, it's getting exciting here in this match. Serving the ball here is number 87, Jamie Doucette. Up and over, passed up, set out to the right. A swing down the line that's going to land out of bounds, and it is all tied up at 21s. Fusion looking to force a third here in this semifinal. Back to serve is Doucette. And that ball's passed up, set to the right. Free ball over down the line, picked up by the hands of Surratt. Free ball over and out of bounds. That is going to be a point for DVC. Heading back to serve here now is McCarthy. There's a big serve, passed up by Surratt. Set in the middle, tipped over, and that tip is going to score, but it looks like we saw a call by the referee, a foot from the Fusion player underneath the center line, which is not allowed. So DVC getting lucky for that point, 23-21, giving them a little edge here in this second set. Big serve there by McCarthy, passed up by Surratt. And a swing, DVC dig. Brost now with the swing, and he's gonna put that ball straight out of bounds. Point going to Fusion, a 1-point game here now. 22-23. Serving the ball is number 15, Alex Doucette. That ball's passed up and over. Surratt blocking it down. Set to the right, and that one's too far for DVC's hitter to get to. All tied up at 23s here. Alex Doucette back to serve. And not without a timeout called here first from the DVC coach. Both teams back on the court. It's a nail biter here in the second set. Both teams wanting to get into that final. DVC up 1 set, but Fusion coming back here all tied up at 23s in the second, looking to force a third. Back to serve. Here is Doucette. And that ball's passed up. Set to the left. Free ball thrown to 6. And a big swing. But it looks like there was a net violation on it, as well as that ball out of bounds. Point to DVC. Back to serve. For all the glory, here is number 24, Cadden. There's a big serve. Surrett with the pass up and over. Cadden chasing it down. It's tipped over. DVC keeping it alive. A tip over. DeVoe. Back and forth, back and forth. And a tip again. That's picked up. Set to the left. Brost with a swing off of hands. A nice block there from Fusion. But that is going to do it. What a game. 25-23. DVC sneaking out a win in that second set on those last 2 points. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed that game. It sure was tense in here for that one, but we will see DVC in the final, and Fusion will head to the bronze medal match. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with some more 14U boys playoff play.